The news is WonderFi, Coinsquare, and CoinSmart have revealed plans to merge, creating what would be one of the largest crypto trading platforms in the world. And I see shares of WonderFi surging nearly 50% yesterday. So tell us a bit about what prompted this merge.
Yeah, absolutely. This came about, I guess, originally when Coinsquare and CoinSmart had initially entered into a transaction to combine the two companies that, for certain circumstances, fell apart in January of this year. WonderFi saw a strong opportunity to act as the bridge and to revive these conversations and potentially looking to solve some of those structural issues through WonderFi. And so really, throughout those discussions, what came clear was the opportunity to combine these three companies, three leaders in the Canadian industry in the digital asset sector, and three of the largest crypto trading platforms in Canada. Really, the opportunity spoke for itself, and the companies jumped right in.
Yeah, this merger will result in almost 1.7 million users and more than $600 million in assets under custody. At the time that Canada is set to tighten restrictions on crypto exchanges, according to some CoinDesk reporting we've been doing. Kevin, is this a reason to merge?
It is, but you've touched on the narrative that started last December around the Senate hearings of the FTX implosion, and it's continued on. And I learned something in Washington when I testified there that I did not see coming, and now I realize that it's accelerated. Lawmakers have reached the point of fatigue in terms of the crypto market, and they've essentially released the hounds to regulators. You've seen this manifest itself in these very serious charges on Binance that have occurred in the last week, and what happened with FTX and the investigations going on there. There's no longer any sympathy in Washington for any exchange, broker-dealer exchange, that is working as a rogue entity, not under a regulator in some jurisdiction. And, from the investment point of view, it was wildly profitable. The good old days of crypto, when you could work outside of the regulator in the gray zone, issue your own tokens, do whatever you wanted, completely unencumbered by the cost of compliance. You could argue that was the best economic model crypto will ever see, but those days are over. And now investors like me are seeking jurisdictions where we can invest in crypto infrastructure, because I'm still a believer in the potential of crypto in terms of how it's going to revolutionize financial services and the potential it has in payment systems and everything else. But I can see now from what's going on with the litigation between regulators and all of the exchanges that think they can operate the way they used to in the old days. I mean, I almost feel sorry for them. That's why I've really focused on places like Canada, where I can invest in 100% compliance. This was a necessary merger. The cost of compliance is expensive, and the only way to offset it is scale. And what that company's done, WonderFi, is create a behemoth in Canada. They are the de facto standard for compliance. And indeed, in our operating company, we've moved our assets to Canada because we're able to stake there. There's enough tokens under the regulatory environment that we can get full exposure to the volatility of crypto and do it on a way that we can report to our compliance departments and tax regulators. In some way, that model that just occurred is the future of broker-dealers attached to crypto exchanges. I think it's going to get copied in many other jurisdictions. And I think, the days of the Wild West, well, they're over.